9 small things you can do tonight to be more productive tomorrow. Doing a few things at night may help make you more productive in the morning. Here are 9 small steps you can take to set yourself up for success the following day. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. How you doing today? I'm doing fantastic. If you were to ask me, if you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka. Now let's roll. Number 1, we're talking today about 9 small things you can do tonight to be more productive tomorrow. Number 1, go to bed early. It can be very tempting to skip on sleep when you need an extra hour or two to get things done, right? You might be thinking, I just need to finish this assignment, or I need to finish this homework, or whatever I have to do. I can sleep around 11 or midnight. Wrong. You want to go to bed early. It can be difficult to complete a long list of tasks in the space of a day. However, by setting a few minutes aside each night to prepare, you can give yourself an advantage the next morning. You'll also be able to go to bed feeling organized and productive, which may be just what you need to help you get a good night's sleep. What I'm trying to say here is that instead of spending 1-2 extra hours trying to finish that homework or that assignment at work, take 30 minutes to organize the next day, to plan the next day, and then gain 1.5 hours and go to bed. So you get 1.5 hour extra sleep, so that your brains, your neurons, your neuronal activities are all geared up for success the next day. Number 2, clean out your inbox. Now, everybody has nowadays a messy inbox, right? We have spams here and there. We have folks who are trying to call us. We have newsletters. We have everything. Our attention span is going down because we are solicited by gazillions of sources. Now, if you want to be productive tonight, you want to spend 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes organizing your messages. Create folders to hold messages that need a follow-up or should be saved up for informational purposes or other reasons. You can call them FYI or to do. You want to discard as much of mail as possible. You have to willingly choose to disconnect yourself at some point after typical work hours to enjoy time for yourself and with your family. Right? Make a point to answer any pressing emails you receive by 6 p.m. and after that, don't bother. Because even if you don't have time to do a thorough cleaning of your inbox at the moment, you can gradually take extra time. Instead of answering an email or an extra email, take that extra time to make a dent in the chaos that is caused by gazillions of emails. 3, plan something fun. If you want to be more productive tomorrow, you got to invite some fun, some entertainment into your life. One thing that can be easily forgotten in the daily grind is enjoyment. Try to put at least one thing on your daily schedule that you can look forward to doing. Maybe it's dinner with a friend or a class you've been waiting to take. You want to take pottery? Do you want to take a salsa class? Do you want to take rock and roll class, hip hop class, whatever it is, jazz class? Try to put something fun in your evening. This will give you something to look forward to when you wake up or when you go to sleep. And this will serve as a reward for hours of hard work. All right. So the top 3 things: go to bed early, clean out your inbox, and plan something fun. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. We are still continuing our conversation. We have a rundown of the 9 small things you can do tonight to be more productive tomorrow. If you love the clarity and quality of the content and you love this type of content, please consider subscribing to our channel because we release new shows every single day, of course, on a variety of topics, but this kind of shows, this kind of topics always are included in our weekly or monthly roundup. Please turn on the notification bell so you are aware when we release the shows. Comment below, share, and like. Tell us your experience. Tell us your own routine what helps you become productive in the morning, what helps you stay productive in the morning. Share everything with us. Number 4, turn off your smartphone. Remember that your brain will work a lot better. You'll have better meetings. Your employees will get better at making decisions. You are able to have the concentration and the focus you need. Taking a digital break is important, especially after a certain time. If you are connected 8 hours, 10 hours, 18 hours, as soon as you get home, or 2 hours before you go to bed, around 8 or 7 p.m., turn off your phone. Your brain will thank you. You'll be able to sleep better and wake up better, right? And you will really learn the difference between an emergency and a real emergency. Number 5, write a goal list. I'm not talking here about a to-do list, a goal list. A goal list is more empowering. That's what drives you. That's what makes you committed. A to-do list is just a compilation of tasks that sometimes you do, sometimes you don't want to do. It's not as motivating, right? How many times do people have to-do list with unchecked items, and they've been carrying the same items over and over and over and over? You want to write a goal list. You probably need to have that to boost productivity, and write it at night, because this is where you are quieter. This is where your brain activity is quieter. You have to be willing to choose to disconnect yourself at some point from the things of the day to focus on what really matters. For example, you want to be productive tomorrow? Why don't you have a list of things you have to do, things you have to do, the goals, not the to-do list, the goal list that you have to fulfill, that you have to achieve tomorrow. You want to be able to enjoy time for yourself. You want to be able to find a way to go through that day, the next day, by striking the right balance between personal time and productive time, right? You want to focus into the best way to do this. The single easiest way to do this is to limit the goals to 3. Have 3 priorities and not more. No more, no less. 3 priorities. If you have 5, your brain is already like, okay, blah, 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 blah. But if you have 2, it's a little on the laziness border here. But if you have 3, that's the perfect average. So limit your goal list to 3 priorities and try to get them done the next day. Number 6, eat early and healthy. You got to think about the best time to have dinner is between 6 and 8 p.m. if your job and lifestyle allows you to. Now, if it's not possible, try to put it all the way to 9. But that's the maximum. The reason is that you have to think about several things. You need to think about digestion. You need to allow your system, your digestive system, to process all the foods, all the nutrients you've put into your system. And hopefully you would have eaten healthy. You want to eat healthy. No heavy stuff at night. You want to be able to have something that's light, that is fulfilling, that is nutritious, that is also filling. It has to be fulfilling and filling, so that you don't go to bed feeling hungry, right? The thing here is that you want to be alert and light in the morning. You want to wake up feeling fresh, right? The last thing you want is to turn and toss on the bed because you can't sleep, or you have diarrhea, for example, or you feel too heavy. All right, so eat early and healthy. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. We are still talking today around 9 small things you can do tonight to be more productive tomorrow. Number 7, assess today's achievements. Now, it can be really easy to feel frustrated that you weren't as productive as you'd hoped to be. Maybe you weren't as far along on that big project as you wanted, or perhaps you just transferred far too many items from today's to-do list to tomorrow's, right? But be grateful. Whatever the case, chances are you at least accomplished a few things. Be grateful for those. Make a list of the tasks you completed today, even if they weren't planned, and take a moment to celebrate those achievements, right? Because what you want to do is you want to be left After doing this analysis, you want to have a sense of accomplishment. You want to feel something more. You want to be looking forward to something else. And this analysis can leave you with an empowering feeling of thankfulness moving forward. All right. So take a time to assess what you've done today and write them down. Set out clothing. Number 8. Now, you might not think this is a big thing. This is a biggie, but this is very, very important. It may not seem like it, but choosing what you are going to wear takes time each morning. And I know we've heard this before. Men think it's only women who will spend 1 hour trying to choose their clothing, their outfit. No, I know men who have the same problem. It's not a problem. It's more like a habit. So you'll get a better start if you plan your clothing the night before. So you'll get a better start on your day if you can get from bed to work with as few obstacles as possible, right? Even if you consider clothing a very insignificant part of your day, you want to set out everything you're going to wear the night before. And here I'm talking about underwear, including underwear, socks, and shoes, so that you are minimizing the decisions you have to make in the morning when you are already rushed for time. Number 9, plan a reward for productivity tomorrow and look forward to it. Now, you want to pamper yourself if you're productive, right? You want to set quantifiable results that are real, set quantifiable goals that are realistic. And in the morning, trying to be in a work mindset as soon as you wake up. Visualize your day the night before. So you want to set everything around you to focus on work, right? You want to make sure, for instance, that your desktop displays your list of goals or your latest project, inviting you to jump in. You want to try to accomplish at least one thing before you open your mail, especially if doing so is likely to take you away from your work for hours. What I'm trying to say here is that you want to visualize your day at night. You want to visualize the next day at night before going to bed, and you want to have a rewards linked to the accomplishment of tasks and goals you have for that day. If it's some ice cream or some or chocolate or whatever it is, you want to look forward to that. Okay, folks, here were the 9 small things you can do tonight to be more productive tomorrow. Go to bed early, clean out your inbox, plan something fun, turn off your smartphone, write a goal list, eat early and healthy, assess today's achievements, set out clothing, plan a reward for productivity tomorrow, and look forward to it. I will see you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.